Hello and welcome to City Cottage, where today we are making onions in vinegar, which is a particularly English condiment. It's not a pickle, it's nearly a pickle, but anyway, you're going to need 3 cups of vinegar, white vinegar, a tablespoon of sea salt, teaspoon of black peppercorns, a couple of garlic cloves, a couple of ordinary cloves, a red pepper and some sugar, a quarter of a cup, and of course 3 onions. I've got 1 red and 2 white, and these are going to be chopped in rings as thinly as you can manage to make them. It's a bit more tricky chopping in rings than it is into pieces, but we don't want any thickness really, so even if you do it into small bits, not rings, don't have it thick. That way more vinegar penetrates the onion and the flavour is more even. Once we've got our onions chopped, we obviously are now going to chop our red pepper, and again thin small slices. The pepper's here more for colour than anything else, but it does add a little bit to the flavour, and of course you can add really hot ones if you like them. This is a very sweet small red pepper. The garlic cloves are there also. Partly as a bit of a treat for someone to find it, but it does also add its own peculiar flavour to the mix. Now, those are all the stuffing side of the condiment. In the pan, we've got the vinegar, the sugar, the salt, the peppercorns and the cloves, and they're being brought to the boil. And while that happens, stuff in layers your vegetables into a sterilised jar so that you've got a nice set of colours in your jar as it goes up. Once you've done that and press it down really hard, you can add all of your vinegar, and you'll see as you produce the vinegar, bubbles are formed which will rise up to the surface as you begin to completely fill the jar. However, having filled the jar, you're going to need to make sure that all the bubbles are gone as far as you're able to. That increases the absorption of vinegar into the onions. So once we've got our lid on there, we're going to give the whole thing a good shake around, not upside down, just in a vertical way, so that the bubbles can escape and the vinegar can penetrate. Wobbly wobbly wobbly, in it goes, and you'll see now the bubbles begin to rise. This really does go well with things like potato pie and other English dishes like scouse and corned beef hash. We very rarely eat corned beef hash without a good big jar of onions in vinegar.